Did you know that you can actually get paid to sign up for Coinbase? And I'm not talking about a joining bonus Coinbase itself offers, but an extra bonus you can get if you are planning to sign up. Because a few get paid to sites are paying surprisingly high rewards for completing a Coinbase registration. And many people have no idea that these exist. And the best part is that if you do want a Coinbase account, I'll also show you how you can fund it to trigger the bonus without investing your own money. In case you don't know, my name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and in this video I'll walk you through the top 3 GPT sites that currently pay the most for signing up for Coinbase, how the offer works, and what you need to be aware of before starting. Because even though it can be a great way to earn extra, it only makes sense if you actually plan to use Coinbase, and I'll explain why later also. I'll then also show you a couple of platforms where you can earn crypto for free, so you can deposit that into Coinbase to meet the bonus requirements without spending anything if you don't want to. So let's get started. So before I show you the actual sites that pay the most to sign up for Coinbase that I have come across, there are a few things you really need to know, because this will save you time and make sure you don't end up doing the offer in a way that doesn't pay out. So first of all, you need to understand that the payouts I'm talking about here, they do not come as such from Coinbase. These are third-party get paid to sites that pay you for completing certain tasks. And one of those tasks happens to be to create a Coinbase account. So even at times where Coinbase itself maybe doesn't offer a sign-up bonus, you can still earn through these external platforms. The second thing you need to know is that you must complete all the required steps when you take an offer like this, because each get paid to site can have slightly different requirements. So make sure you fulfill them all. I will show you exactly what I mean when I show you inside these different platforms there, because if you skip any of these steps, then the offer just won't credit, and that's just how offers like this work. So make sure to do everything so you will actually get paid for it. Thirdly, this only makes sense if you actually want a Coinbase account. I want to be 100% clear on this. You shouldn't just create a Coinbase account just for the bonus if you are not planning to use it. It's only worth it if you plan to use Coinbase afterwards. But if you do want to use Coinbase, then this is one of the smartest ways to start, in my opinion. So let me now show you exactly how to find this offer and the highest paying platforms that I have found after having tested hundreds of different get paid to sites. So I'll now show you the 3 platforms that I have come across that pay the most for this particular Coinbase offer currently as of recording this video. But I also want to make it very clear that the exact offers the different get paid to sites offer and have and the exact rewards for it, that can vary. So I cannot guarantee that this particular Coinbase offer will always be there. Sometimes it might not be there, sometimes it might go away, then it come back. And also the exact reward can also vary. Sometimes there are bonuses, sometimes they're not, and sometimes an offer is not available in all countries. The reward can also vary depending on your country. So the reward that you see I get, maybe you will get less, maybe you will get more. But if you decide to look for this offer here, I would actually love to hear from you in the comments also. Which country are you from? How much does it actually pay where you are located on these different platforms that I will show you? I would love to hear that. But just wanted to make that completely clear so you don't sit there and say like, oh, it's not available for me, or it pays a little bit less for me, it pays a little bit more for me. Now you know that I cannot say exactly when this offer will be available in the exact countries it's available in and the exact payout in each country. But I can show you overall that what pays the most for me is likely also will pay the most for you, no matter where you're located. It might be a little bit higher, it might be a little bit lower, but it will likely still be the highest paying platforms, because when they're high paying, they are usually also the highest paying ones in basically all countries where they're available. So just wanted to make that clear. So the first platforms I want to show you here is called Gemsloot, and if you come here to the dashboard, you can click here on view all, and then you can just search for Coinbase. And then you can see it actually has 2 offers, and that's because it's on 2 different offer walls. You can hover over there, then you can see the name of them. That's what I actually like about Gemsloot. You can search here and then you can see the exact offer walls, so you can also go and look on those offer walls on other platforms. But you can see the reward is slightly different. In this case here, you would get $9, but this is where it comes in, as I explained, that you need to read the exact conditions there. Because, for example, here, then you register for a new account. You need to do it through this link here and not have an ad blocker or something like that installed, because then they can't track it. If you have tracking issues in general on platforms like this, I do have a video where I show the most common tracking issues on one of the most popular get paid to site called FreeCash. But if you have tracking issues in general, that video will explain what to avoid, how to deal with that. So you can check that out and leave that in the top corner here. But anyways, you can see here what the exact conditions are, that you would also need to deposit at least $10 and make your first 2 crypto trades to receive your reward there. Then sometimes Coinbase will potentially also give you some extra bonuses if you do that. But to get this $9, you would need to register for an account and actually deposit $10. So that's also one of the reasons I said it only makes sense if you really want the account anyways. And you do have to actually fund your account to be able to get the bonus. This is also where I will then later show a clever trick so you can actually fund your account here without actually having to invest anything or without having to take any money from your bank account. We'll talk about that after I've shown you these 3 platforms. But you can see the conditions here. The other one, if you click that, there the reward is slightly lower there. And here also you would need to deposit and trade $20 or more to also get the bonus there. So that's what I mean, like the exact conditions and all that can vary. But here, just remember now, that is then $9 you would get for that. Then if we jump to another one that I found that has one of the highest there, currently this is actually the highest that I have found. It currently also has a bonus. So that's what I mean. Sometimes a platform has bonuses, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why you need to always compare some of your favorite get paid to sites to see. But currently you can see the Coinbase offer on this ads and media wall. That's where you can find it currently as of recording this video anyways. That would actually be the equivalent of $11.25. That's quite a bit higher. Then read the conditions here. This is the same one, deposit $10, all these different things there. That's another great option there. The last option here, one of my overall favorite get paid to site, also FreeCash here. If we look at the offer here, currently that is $8.50 there. We can click there. We can see also the conditions are more or less the same because it's the same offer wall. You can of course also try to find this BitLabs is the other offer wall where it was available that I saw there on Gemsloot. So you can go there and check that out also to find the one with the best condition. I will also leave links to full tutorials of each of these get paid to sites here below, so you can go there and read more about them and also get started with the ones that you prefer. Some of them offer joining bonus also, and it also supports my channel if you join through my invitation link. So I'll leave links below. You can find full tutorials at the top of each of these. You can join if you want to join any of these platforms. But before choosing which one, of course you need to compare always a few of them. These particular platforms are the ones that I have found that gives the highest rewards for this particular Coinbase offer currently. But you should of course also look at the payout options and all that. You can read about what each of them offer in my full tutorial, because you need to always make sure that the platforms you're using are paying out in a way that you want to get paid. And speaking of getting paid, let's now talk about this, how you potentially can fund your Coinbase account without actually having to invest any of your own money. So there are get paid to sites that are completely free to join where you can actually get paid out in crypto. For example, the 3 sites that I just showed you there, they actually all pay out in crypto. So you can get paid, for example, in Bitcoin, in Litecoin, in Ethereum, sometimes in Solana. There are many different cryptos many of these platforms offer. So when you're actually using them to earn, you can not just take this Coinbase offer, you can take paid surveys, other gaming offers, other free trials, all these different things and get paid. And then you can take out your earnings into a crypto wallet, for example, into your Coinbase wallet. So that means you're using free online earning platforms, you get paid in crypto, you can then fund, for example, your Coinbase account, you can do the trades, you can fund it there, and that will actually trigger the bonus. So that can be one way to do it. So I do have lists also of the best ways to earn Bitcoin without investment and Ethereum without investment. So I'll leave links to that below, so you can also go and check those out if you want to use this method here to fund your crypto wallets in general. It doesn't have to be on Coinbase. In general, if you want to earn crypto without investment, those methods can be great to use, and the ones that I have seen works the best. So to sum it up, if you want to use this Coinbase offer, then you need to find the best offer currently for you. As mentioned, it can vary depending on your location, depending on the exact offer, if there are any of them that has different bonus, all these different things. Maybe the offer is not even always available where you live, but find the best offer for you. find a couple of your favorite get paid to sites. I showed you example of some of the ones that I found pay the most. Compare them and then find the best offer for you. Then make sure you haven't turned on an ad block or anything like that. Click that link and sign up through that and live up to all the requirements. Then you can use these different get paid to sites to earn and deposit into, for example, your Coinbase account. Or if you want to, you can of course also just deposit yourself if you were planning to use it immediately and want to fund it. Coinbase can be funded with like bank transfer and PayPal also, for example. And then you have your Coinbase account, you have money in it. You can even use the get paid to sites to keep earning with different free tasks to keep stacking crypto. You can transfer it into your Coinbase account or into any other crypto wallet you want. And then you can use the crypto, you can swap, you can trade, you can do whatever you want with it, or just hold on to it if you have crypto that you believe in long term. And I hope this video gave you a good idea about how it works and what to consider, so you can find out if it's for you or not. As mentioned, I'll leave links below so you can go and check out more about the different options and platforms that I have mentioned here. And also, if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you give it a like so it can help to be spread and more people can see it. That's a great and free way to support my channel. I would really appreciate that. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to also hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.